In a quaint, remote village nestled between dense forests and rolling hills, there lived a reclusive artist named Elias, known for his remarkable talent. Elias was once celebrated for his exquisite portraits that seemed to capture the very essence of his subjects. However, a series of unfortunate events had led him to the brink of despair, making him withdraw from society. One fateful evening, as the full moon bathed the village in an eerie glow, Elias ventured into the nearby woods, seeking solace among the ancient trees. Little did he know that the woods held secrets far older and darker than he could have imagined. As Elias wandered deeper into the forest, a chilling presence overcame him. It was as if 1,000 unseen eyes were watching his every move. Terrified and disoriented, he stumbled upon an ancient, overgrown stone circle, its purpose long forgotten by the villagers. Unbeknownst to Elias, this circle had once been a site of spiritual rituals, where the boundary between the living and the otherworldly was thin. Suddenly, a powerful force surged through Elias, and he felt himself losing control of his own body. He became a vessel for vengeful spirits, their malevolent energy coursing through him. These spirits, having been wronged and scorned in their past lives, sought to wreak havoc on the world they now inhabited. Driven by the spirit's dark desires, Elias returned to his studio. His once vibrant and colorful palette turned ominous, as he began to paint grotesque and distorted portraits of people he despised. Unbeknownst to him, with each cursed stroke of his brush, he transferred a portion of the spirit's malevolence into the very souls of his subjects. As the cursed individuals received these portraits, they began to experience a relentless onslaught of unexplained misfortune and tragedies. Their lives unraveled in a series of accidents, failures, and heartaches. Desperate and tormented, they soon realized that the source of their misery was the reclusive artist, Elias. Driven by rage and a thirst for revenge, the curse sought out Elias, their lives now bound by the malevolent spirits. As the cursed artist, Elias, continued to paint with increasing malevolence, the curse began to spread far beyond his immediate victims. The dark energy infused in his paintings acted like a contagion, infecting anyone who came into contact with them. It wasn't long before the cursed artworks gained notoriety in the art world, attracting collectors and art enthusiasts who were blissfully unaware of their sinister history. The first unsuspecting collector, a wealthy connoisseur of the arts named Victor, acquired one of Elias's paintings at an auction. Drawn to its eerie allure, he proudly displayed it in his opulent mansion. Little did Victor know that the spirits within the painting were already at work, weaving their sinister web. In the weeks that followed, Victor's life began to unravel. His once thriving business empire crumbled, and those close to him suffered inexplicable accidents and tragedies. He was driven to the brink of madness by the relentless malevolence that surrounded him, ultimately disappearing without a trace, leaving behind nothing but whispers of the curse that had befallen him. News of Victor's mysterious disappearance sent shockwaves through the art world, but it only fueled the allure of Elias's cursed paintings. More collectors and enthusiasts sought out these haunting works of art, unaware of the darkness they harbored. Each new owner of a cursed painting met a similar fate. Prominent art collectors, esteemed gallery owners, and even renowned critics all fell victim to the spirit's relentless torment. The cursed art became a legend in its own right, with rumors of its deadly curse circulating throughout the world. In the midst of this growing chaos, a brilliant and determined art historian named Amelia became intrigued by the macabre tales surrounding Elias's work. She delved into the archives, researching the artist's life and the history of the cursed paintings. As she pieced together the dark puzzle, she realized the true nature of the curse that had consumed Elias and now plagued anyone who encountered his art. Amelia knew that the only way to break the curse was to confront Elias, who had become a wretched and twisted shell of his former self. She embarked on a perilous journey into the cursed forest, determined to find the artist and unravel the malevolent spirit's hold on him. As Amelia ventured deeper into the cursed forest, Elias's loved ones, desperate to save him from the malevolent spirit's grasp, embarked on a perilous journey of their own. They began their quest by delving into the history of the art gallery that had first displayed Elias's cursed paintings. In their search, Elias's sister Eliza and his closest friend Daniel uncovered a series of tragic events and unsolved mysteries tied to the cursed artwork. They discovered that the gallery had once been the site of a sinister cult's gatherings, where rituals involving the very same stone circle that had ensnared Elias took place. These rituals had summoned the vengeful spirits centuries ago, setting in motion the dark curse that now plagued their beloved artist. As Eliza and Daniel continued to unravel the gallery's grim history, they encountered other cursed objects and malevolent spirits, each more menacing than the last. These objects, imbued with the same dark energy as Elias's paintings, tested their determination and courage. The cursed objects seemed to feed off the fear and despair of those who encountered them, adding to the malevolent force that had already consumed Elias. The journey was fraught with danger, as they navigated through haunted crypts, ancient tombs, and eerie forests. Malevolent spirits lurked at every turn, their ghastly forms and haunting whispers attempting to thwart Eliza and Daniel's quest to break the curse. However, the duo was not alone in their mission. Along the way, they encountered a mysterious figure named Samuel, who claimed to have knowledge of ancient rituals and a connection to the spirits that plagued Elias. Samuel's cryptic guidance became invaluable as they ventured further into the cursed world, revealing secrets about the spirits' origins and how to weaken their hold on the artist. Back in the cursed forest, Amelia's own journey led her to the artist himself, Elias, who had become a tormented and fragmented soul, his essence intertwined with the malevolent spirits. With the guidance of Samuel and the knowledge gathered by Eliza and Daniel, they began a harrowing ritual to sever the spirit's connection to Elias. The final confrontation between the forces of darkness and those determined to save Elias drew near. As the malevolent curse surrounding the artist Elias and his haunted paintings gained notoriety, it drew the attention of a seasoned paranormal investigator named Malcolm. Intrigued by the eerie rumors and supernatural phenomenon swirling around Elias's work, Malcolm decided to delve into the artist's life and the cursed paintings that had ensnared so many. Upon meeting Elias, Malcolm sensed the profound darkness that had consumed him and the supernatural energy that lingered in his studio. As he delved deeper into the artist's world, Malcolm began experiencing disturbing visions and haunting nightmares. The spirits that had plagued Elias's life seemed to take an unsettling interest in him as well. Haunted by these relentless visions, Malcolm realized that he had become entangled in the spirit world, a place where the line between reality and the supernatural was dangerously thin. Determined to uncover the truth behind the curse and to free himself from its clutches, Malcolm approached Elias, forming an unlikely alliance born out of desperation. Elias, despite his tormented state, recognized Malcolm's expertise and the dire need for assistance. Together, they embarked on a treacherous journey, unraveling the darkest secrets of the cursed paintings and the vengeful spirits that controlled them. With the guidance of Elias's sister Eliza and his closest friend, Daniel, who had been tirelessly researching the curse's origins, the team discovered ancient incantations and forgotten rituals. These rituals held the key to weakening the malevolent spirit's hold on both Elias and Malcolm. As they performed the rituals and confronted the spirits head-on, the boundaries between the physical world and the supernatural realm blurred further. They were subjected to terrifying apparitions, malevolent poltergeists, and nightmarish visions that tested their resolve to the limits. But Malcolm's expertise in the paranormal and Elias's connection to the spirits allowed them to navigate this perilous journey. Slowly, they chipped away at the malevolent force that had imprisoned them, uncovering the spirits' motivations and grievances, and forging a fragile understanding. In a climactic confrontation between the living and the vengeful dead, Malcolm and Elias fought side by side, using their newfound knowledge and resilience to weaken the spirit's power. As the cursed paintings crumbled and the malevolent force waned, the spirits began to find peace, their anger and torment finally abating. The alliance between the paranormal investigator and the cursed artist had triumphed over the darkness that had plagued them, and in the aftermath of their harrowing ordeal, they discovered a way to break the curse once and for all. Cursed paintings that had spread misery and death were destroyed, and the spirits, now freed from their torment, found solace in the afterlife. The artist Elias, freed from the malevolent curse that had once possessed him, found himself left with a unique gift, awakened psychic abilities that allowed him to communicate with the trapped spirits. It was as if a dormant power had been unearthed within him, a connection to the spirit world that both fascinated and terrified him. As Elias delved deeper into his newfound abilities, he began to reach out to the vengeful spirits that had once tormented him. He discovered that each spirit had a tragic past, filled with unfulfilled desires, unresolved grievances, and untold stories. Elias felt a deep empathy for these lost souls and an overwhelming determination to help them find peace. Driven by this newfound purpose, Elias embarked on a mission to uncover the truth behind the spirit's suffering and seek redemption for himself. He became a bridge between the living and the dead, using his psychic abilities to communicate with the spirits and understand their pain. In his quest for answers, Elias faced dangerous entities from the spirit realm, entities that resented his interference and sought to drag him into their dark depths. These encounters tested his courage and resolve, pushing him to the brink of despair. Yet, he persisted, driven by a sense of responsibility to the spirits he had once unwittingly cursed. As Elias delved deeper into the spirit stories, he uncovered a web of tragedy, betrayal, and injustice that had bound them to the mortal realm. Each spirit had a tale to tell, a sorrowful narrative that revealed the roots of their anger and suffering. Elias realized that to truly help them find peace, he would need to confront the living entities responsible for their torment. This journey led him to confront his own inner demons as well. He faced the guilt and remorse that had haunted him since he became the vessel for the spirit's malevolence. Elias grappled with the consequences of his past actions and the weight of his newfound responsibility. With the support of Malcolm, Eliza, and Daniel, who had stood by him throughout their shared ordeal, Elias confronted the malevolent living entities who had wronged the spirits in life. It was a perilous battle that pushed their limits, but with the spirit's guidance and Elias's psychic abilities, they prevailed, forcing the malevolent entities to face the consequences of their actions. As the malevolent entities were banished from the spirit realm, the vengeful spirits found solace at last. Their anger and torment transformed into forgiveness and acceptance, and they moved on to the afterlife, finally free from their eternal suffering. As Elias delved deeper into his newfound abilities and the tormented spirits' stories, he found himself increasingly haunted by their presence. The weight of their sorrow and the darkness of their past began to consume him, driving him to the brink of madness. The line between his own identity and that of the spirits blurred until he felt as though he was losing his sense of self. One fateful night, as Elias worked to help one particularly vengeful spirit find peace, something unexpected happened. In a moment of profound connection, he was pulled into the very painting that had once cursed him, thrust into a surreal and nightmarish realm where time and reality were distorted beyond recognition. Inside the painting, Elias discovered a hidden dimension where the laws of physics and logic no longer held sway. He was trapped in a nightmarish dreamscape, surrounded by a surreal landscape that shifted and twisted with each passing moment. It was a realm of endless darkness, punctuated only by the haunting apparitions of the tormented spirits. Desperate to escape, Elias realized that he would need to navigate a series of riddles and puzzles, each more perplexing than the last. These enigmatic challenges seemed to be a cruel manifestation of the spirit's own torment, designed to keep him trapped forever. Yet, he knew that he had to solve them if he ever hoped to return to the real world. As Elias ventured deeper into the distorted reality of the painting, he battled the malevolent spirits who sought to keep him imprisoned. They manifested as twisted, shadowy figures, each one a manifestation of the pain and anger they had harbored in life. Elias had to confront not only the riddles, but also the very entities he had vowed to help. With each riddle solved, Elias unraveled a fragment of the spirits' tragic stories, learning more about their past and the injustices they had suffered. As he delved deeper into their pain, he began to forge a connection with the spirits, slowly winning their trust. But time was a slippery concept in this otherworldly realm, and Elias could feel his own sanity slipping away. The relentless challenges and the malevolent spirits threatened to consume him entirely. With the support of his allies from the real world, including Malcolm, Eliza, and Daniel, who had not given up hope on rescuing their friend, Elias pressed on. He knew that he had to confront his own inner demons, the guilt and remorse that had driven him to this point, in order to escape the painting's twisted dimension. As Elias neared the final riddle, he could feel the spirit's grip on him weakening. With determination and newfound understanding, he unlocked the last puzzle and shattered the painting's curse, breaking free from the nightmarish realm. Elias emerged from the painting, forever changed by his harrowing journey. The spirits, once malevolent, found peace and forgiveness, and they moved on to the afterlife, their torment finally at an end. Elias, having confronted his own demons and forged a deep connection with the spirits, had come full circle on his journey to redemption. He continued to use his psychic abilities to help others haunted by malevolent spirits, but he carried with him the knowledge that the spirit world was a realm of both darkness and redemption, a place where even the most tormented souls could find peace if given the chance.